How to tell a guy you like him without saying anything. Ever found yourself crushing on a guy, but when the thought of actually telling him how you feel crosses your mind, you suddenly freeze up? Or maybe you're just not sure how to break the ice without things getting awkward? Don't worry, you're not alone. We've all been there at some point, feeling like you want to say something, but not quite knowing how to get the words out. Here's the thing, though, you don't always have to say the words "I like you" to make it clear. In fact, some of the most powerful ways to show a guy you like him don't involve speaking at all. You can let him know exactly how you feel through your actions, your body language, and the subtle little gestures that speak louder than words ever could. Sounds like magic, right? Well, it's not magic, it's just knowing the right tricks. In this video, I'm about to reveal 14 insanely effective ways to communicate your feelings without saying a word. Whether you're a little shy, or you simply want to keep things cool and mysterious, these tips will help you make him feel your attraction in the most natural way possible. And guess what? You won't have to worry about awkward silences or the pressure of saying the perfect thing. So if you're ready to master the art of silent flirting and finally get your crush to notice you, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's dive right in. You won't believe how simple these techniques are and how much they'll work. 1. Make eye contact. One of the most powerful ways to show a guy you like him without saying a word is through eye contact. It might seem simple, but your eyes can convey so much more than you think. Eye contact is incredibly intimate and signals your interest and attention. When you lock eyes with someone, especially during a conversation, you create a connection that goes beyond words. If you're shy, don't worry, just a brief, lingering gaze will do wonders. It shows you're interested without feeling forced. If you feel bold, let your eyes linger a bit longer, and don't forget to smile slightly as you do. Try to catch his eye across the room, and hold his gaze for just a second before you look away. You don't have to stare him down like a hawk, just subtle, meaningful eye contact tells him that you're paying attention and that you're comfortable with him. The next time you're hanging out, try making eye contact when he speaks to you, and notice if he returns the gaze. If he does, that's a pretty big clue he's feeling the same way. Remember, the eyes are often referred to as the windows to the soul, and they could be the first step toward showing a guy you like him without saying a word. 2. Smile genuinely. We all know a smile is the universal language of warmth and friendliness, but did you know it's also one of the most powerful nonverbal cues that show you're interested in someone? When you like a guy, a genuine smile speaks volumes about how you feel. The key here is authenticity. A smile that comes naturally conveys to him that you're happy to be around him, whether you're laughing at his jokes or just feeling good in his presence. Let that warmth show on your face. A playful or shy smile, especially when you're looking directly at him, gives off a vibe that's subtle yet undeniable. It creates a sense of comfort, making him feel like he's someone you enjoy spending time with. Try to smile whenever you're in a conversation, but make sure it feels real, not forced. If you're nervous, you might start with a small, coy smile, but don't be afraid to let it grow as you get more comfortable. The more natural and authentic your smile, the more powerful the message you send. If you notice him smiling back, chances are he's picking up on those unspoken signals. 3. Play with your hair. When you're around someone you like, your body language tends to give away your feelings, even if you're not saying anything. One of the most common unconscious signals you might send without realizing is playing with your hair. Whether you're twirling a lock of your hair around your finger, flipping it over your shoulder, or casually tucking it behind your ear, it's a subtle way to signal interest and attraction. It's a gesture that often comes from a place of nervous energy or even excitement. Playing with your hair is usually a subconscious act when you feel a little self-conscious or want to look your best around someone, but when done at the right moment, it's a great way to express attraction. If you're sitting across from him and find yourself gently touching or adjusting your hair, that's your body showing your interest. The trick is to make it feel natural and not overdone. It's those little, subtle movements that can speak louder than words. So, the next time you're talking to him, let your hand slip through your hair. It's a secret sign that you might just have a little crush. 4. Initiate light physical touch. We all know that physical touch is an important part of communication, but when it comes to letting a guy know you like him without saying it, light physical touch can be a huge indicator. Of course, we're not talking about anything too forward or uncomfortable. Just a subtle touch on the arm, a soft tap on the shoulder, or a friendly nudge during a conversation can speak volumes. When you touch someone, even in a small way, it creates a sense of closeness. It breaks down barriers, making the interaction feel more intimate and relaxed. The key is to make it light and natural. Think of a casual touch as part of your normal flow. For example, if you're laughing at something he says, let your hand briefly touch his arm, or, if he says something funny, gently give him a playful shove or a tap on the shoulder. These light touches build an emotional connection, signaling that you're comfortable and invested in the conversation, which will leave him wondering if there's more behind that casual contact. 5. Mirror his movements. Here's a sneaky trick. People tend to mirror the actions of those they like. It's a natural response, and it happens without us even realizing it. So, if you're trying to subtly show a guy that you're into him, start mirroring his movements. This could be anything from mimicking how he sits to adjusting your posture when he does. If he leans forward, you lean forward. If he crosses his arms, you cross yours. It's not only a sign that you're in sync, but it also builds a feeling of connection between the two of you. Mirroring is something we do unconsciously when we're comfortable or drawn to someone, and it can create an unspoken bond between you and him. The trick is to do it naturally, without making it too obvious. If he's sitting back casually, lean back too, or if he moves his hand, casually do the same. It shows that you're connected and comfortable in his presence, and he'll start to notice it. Over time, these mirrored actions will help him realize there's a deeper connection happening without you having to say a word. 6. Be attentive to his words. When you like someone, you tend to hang on to every word they say. One of the easiest ways to show a guy you like him without saying anything is by being fully present in the conversation. Listen closely to what he says, ask thoughtful follow-up questions, and show that you're genuinely interested in his thoughts and experiences. This will communicate that you care about him and his opinions without you needing to express it directly. If you're paying attention, you'll notice how he reacts to your engagement. If he feels like you truly care about his thoughts, he'll definitely take note. Whether you're laughing at his jokes or asking him questions based on what he shared, showing a genuine interest in his words signals that you care about him more than just as a friend. Being an engaged listener creates a deeper emotional connection, which is an effective way to let him know how you feel without actually having to say it. 7. Tease him lightly. Teasing can be a fun and playful way to show a guy you like him if it's done in the right way. It's all about keeping the mood light and fun, rather than going too far. Think of teasing as a form of flirtation that allows you to be a little cheeky, without being overly serious. Light teasing, like joking about something funny he said or playfully poking fun at his quirks, can create a sense of camaraderie and connection. This kind of teasing lets him know you're comfortable with him and you're enjoying his company. Plus, if he teases you back, you've just entered into the territory of mutual flirtation, which is a clear sign of attraction. It's a natural way to break the ice and bring some fun energy into your interactions. Just make sure it stays lighthearted and doesn't cross into mean-spirited territory. If done right, playful teasing can be a charming way to express that you like him without saying a word. 8. Make him feel special. When you like a guy, one of the best things you can do is make him feel special, and you don't need to shout it from the rooftops to show your affection. Little gestures, like complimenting something he does well, showing appreciation for his talents, or even noticing the little things that set him apart, will make him feel like he's the only one in the room. You can make him feel special by remembering the details he shares with you. For example, if he mentioned he's working on a new project or he's been stressed about something, ask how it's going the next time you talk. These little signs of attentiveness make him feel valued and cared for, and he'll definitely start to pick up on the fact that you like him. Remember, it's not about grand gestures, it's the thoughtfulness behind your actions that will truly communicate your feelings. 9. Get close to him. Physical proximity is one of the easiest and most effective ways to signal that you like someone. The closer you are to a guy, the more intimate the interaction becomes. When you're physically near him, whether you're sitting next to him on a couch, standing beside him in a group, or just leaning toward him during a conversation, it subtly shows that you want to be around him. When you stand or sit closer, you're naturally breaking down the invisible barriers of personal space, signaling comfort and attraction. The key is to keep it light and respectful. Don't invade his space too much, but if the opportunity arises, slowly close the gap and see how he responds. If he doesn't pull away and even steps a little closer himself, that's a great sign that your proximity is making him feel comfortable and, possibly, more attracted to you. 10. Give him compliments. Compliments are a classic way to show someone you like them, but when done right, they can be subtle and effective, especially if you focus on the things you genuinely admire about him. Complimenting his style, his smile, or even his sense of humor not only boosts his confidence but also lets him know you're paying attention to the details that make him unique. Instead of generic compliments like, "You look nice," try to get specific about what you like. For example, "I love the way you make everyone laugh. It's one of the things I enjoy most about hanging out with you." or you always seem to have the best ideas. It's really impressive. These kinds of compliments feel personal and authentic, and they show him you value more than just his looks. Plus, when you're giving compliments, be mindful of how you say them. Make sure your tone is sincere and that your body language matches your words. If you're giving him compliments that come from a place of genuine admiration, it will be hard for him not to notice that there's more behind your words. Complimenting a guy is an easy way to show you like him, without saying anything too obvious. If he starts reciprocating your compliments, you can be sure he's starting to feel the same way. 11. Laugh at his jokes. Laughter is an incredible bonding tool, and if you're trying to let a guy know you like him without saying it, laughing at his jokes is one of the easiest ways to do so. Laughing not only shows that you're engaged with what he's saying, but it also shows that you enjoy being around him. When you laugh at his jokes, especially when they're genuine or a bit quirky, it communicates that you appreciate his sense of humor, and that's a powerful signal that you're interested. But here's the secret: don't just laugh because you feel you should. The key is to let it feel natural. If he's genuinely funny to you, don't hold back, let the laughter flow. He'll take note of how your laughter makes him feel, and that positive reinforcement can lead to even more moments of connection. If he's on the shy side or a bit nervous, your laughter will help him feel more comfortable around you, which can only strengthen your bond. Remember, laughing together creates a sense of shared experience, making your interactions feel more lighthearted and fun. And, if he notices how much you enjoy his humor, he'll start to feel more confident and comfortable with you without you saying a single word about your feelings. 12. Be playfully mysterious. Mystery is an intriguing quality that can make a guy want to know more about you, and it's a fantastic way to show interest without spilling all your emotions. If you're always open and easy to read, he might not feel as compelled to get closer, but when you keep a bit of mystery, he'll find himself more curious about you and your feelings. Being mysterious doesn't mean you should play games or act distant, but rather leave some things to be discovered over time. You can do this by not revealing everything about yourself at once, or by showing just enough vulnerability to pique his interest. For example, if you're sharing a story, you don't have to give every little detail. Instead, pause at a suspenseful moment and let him ask questions or wonder. You can also mix things up by being playful and spontaneous with your plans, like suggesting a fun, spontaneous outing or sharing a quirky, unexpected opinion that leaves him intrigued. A little mystery makes you more alluring and keeps him guessing about you, which is a great way to spark his curiosity. When you create this sense of wonder, it signals that you have more to offer, without having to outright say anything about how you feel. Let the mystery draw him in, and soon enough, he'll be eager to figure out what you're all about. 13. Show interest in his hobbies. One of the most meaningful ways to show a guy you like him is by expressing interest in the things he cares about. Whether it's a hobby, a passion, or a personal project, showing that you're genuinely interested in what makes him tick can go a long way in communicating your feelings without words. Ask him about his hobbies and listen closely when he talks about them. If you already know he loves something like playing guitar, sports, or cooking, express curiosity by asking him how he got into it or what he loves most about it. Not only does this show you're interested in him as a person, but it also makes him feel appreciated for the things he values. Even better, if you can participate in one of his hobbies, it's an instant way to bond. You don't have to become an expert in something he loves, but showing that you're willing to try or that you find his passions intriguing makes him feel special. Plus, the more you engage in his interests, the more you'll find common ground to connect over, making your relationship feel more natural and effortless. By focusing on what excites him, you're not just showing you like him, you're letting him know you see him for who he truly is. 14. Be confident and comfortable around him. Confidence is magnetic. When you're comfortable in your own skin, it not only makes you more attractive but also sends a clear signal that you're secure in who you are. This kind of energy will catch his attention and make him feel drawn to you. One of the most effective ways to show a guy you like him without saying it is by simply being yourself around him. When you're confident, you don't feel the need to overthink your actions or words. You're authentic, relaxed, and in control of your own vibe. This creates a sense of calm and ease between the two of you, allowing both of you to connect on a deeper level. It's also important to be comfortable in your own company. Confidence comes from knowing your worth and being comfortable on your own. This can be as simple as walking into a room with your head held high, having positive body language, and owning your space. If you're genuinely enjoying the moment and radiating that confidence, it shows that you're secure and open, making him more likely to notice the chemistry between you two. Being confident doesn't mean being perfect, it means embracing your true self and allowing that self-assurance to shine. Letting him see you as someone worthy of his attention and affection. The more you exude this energy, the more he'll feel drawn to you, without you needing to speak a single word about how you feel.